Well, what's up, everybody? Good evening, YouTube. I was catching a little bit of Mr. Best's live feed this morning when he was talking about the SBA, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. And I had to bail on it though, because I had to get unloaded. And a couple days ago, I can't remember, it might have been over the weekend, I was listening to one of Hensley's videos, and I kind of jumped on the bandwagon of fuck the SBA and the government and the banks and yada yada yada. Well, it appears I have overreacted. Tuesday, it was either Tuesday, yes, it was Tuesday evening. I opened up my emails and I had an email from the SBA. Saying that I was approved for, okay, rewind. About a month ago, I put in for the application. I think it was Jay Cannell. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Jay had shared a video that Truckers Review Channel put out when this whole thing come out, you know, a month or a month and a half ago, this whole SBA Economic Injury Disaster, the EIDL. So I said, fuck it. I filled it out, submitted it. Couple weeks later, week and a half, 2 weeks later, whatever, I ended up getting a $1,000 grant, okay, with an email saying how I was approved for, like, I don't know, $20,500 or something like that. Then a good month and a couple weeks went by. I never heard nothing else, so I got on the bandwagon, like I said, after seeing Hensley's video the other day of fuck the SBA and yada yada, you know. Well, Tuesday, I got an email saying that I'd been approved for, it was some ungodly amount. It was like $125,000 or $150,000 or some ungodly ass amount, you know. So I'm like, man, I don't need all that shit. So I cleared that number out and I put in my own number, like 35% of that amount, okay? And then I hit verify my identity. It wanted me to verify my identity. And then I hit submit. The very next day, Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I got another email from the SBA wanting me to review the loan agreement and then sign in a few different places. And I thought, yeah, what the fuck ever, you know, I'll sign this shit, submit it back in, and then they'll send me an email. Sorry, you know, you've been denied. Well, this morning, after I got unloaded over in New Jersey, and no load, no freight worth of shit to take, so I'm literally bouncing back to Alabama and getting a load out of Birmingham and delivering in Virginia Tuesday, going back through the house again, you know, out of Alabama. But so anyway, this morning, after I left the job site in Jersey, something just told me to open up my my business bank account. So I logged into my business bank account, and there was a whole shit ton more money in there than what was in there last night. So I'm guessing if you guys get the email where you have to electronically sign a few documents, I'm guessing 2 business days later, you will have a deposit in your business checking account. There's a shit ton of stipulations, though, that go with this. I wrote them down because I can't remember all this shit. Okay, I cannot remember all this stuff. So I wrote a few highlights down. Payments will begin 12 months from the date of the promissory note. Okay. 3.75% interest. For loans greater than $25,000, borrower hereby grants to the SBA a continuing security interest in and to any and all collateral as described herein to secure payment and performance of all debts, liabilities, and obligations. Basically, I guess, from my comprehension of it, you don't pay the note back, you default on the loan, then they can come and seize whatever the hell they want that, is in your business. Borrower will not sell or transfer any collateral except normal inventory turnover in the ordinary course of business. Okay, so I guess if my truck is ready to fucking blow an engine and I get rid of my truck, I'm guessing that would fall under normal inventory turnover in the ordinary course of business. I'm not going to keep a damn truck that's fixing to fucking blow an engine, so I'm assuming that's common sensible shit. I mean, let's be real. Borrower will use all of the proceeds of loan solely as working capital to alleviate economic injury due to, the whole corona outbreak. Borrower will obtain and itemize receipts, paid invoices, or canceled checks, etc. for 3 years. Which, I don't know about anybody else, but if you're in this as a business, a small business, or a fleet owner, or whatever the hell, well, you should be keeping good book records or good bookkeeping anyway. I mean, that's, if you're not, then that's your own damn fault, So again, that's common sensible to me. There's a few more. Borrower will not use directly or indirectly any portion of the proceeds of the loan to relocate the business without prior written permission of the SBA. Well, I don't plan on moving anywhere, so I'm not really worried about that. At least not for a while, not moving. Borrower will, to the extent feasible. Now this one, this one really caught me off guard. But I do it anyway, so that's fine too. Borrower will, to the extent feasible, purchase only American-made equipment and products with the proceeds of this loan. But like I say, I try to do that anyway, so that one's not a big deal to me either. Within 12 months from the date of the loan authorization, borrower will provide proof of an active and in effect hazard insurance policy, including fire, lightning, and extended coverage. Well, okay, I got insurance on the truck, so I'm fine with that one too. SBA can basically audit you. So keep good records. Keep your fucking books up. I mean, like, again, you should be doing that anyway, you know, quite honestly. Here's one that's kind of really wild, man. No fees have been paid. Okay, you got to agree to this, okay? That basically you have paid no fees directly or indirectly to any representative, attorney, accountant, etc., for services provided in connection with applying for or closing on this loan. So I guess they're saying they don't want you taking this fucking contract to a lawyer or an accountant. So, I mean, I don't know honestly how to feel about that. But again, I plan on using this for working capital business shit anyway, you know. It ain't like me and the wife's going to take money and go on a fucking cruise with Ike to Catalina Island, you know. It's all for business shit anyway. And I keep what I consider, in my opinion, good bookkeeping. So I'm really not worried about that either, to be honest with you. Whoever wrongfully misapplies the proceeds of an SBA disaster loan shall be civilly liable to the administration in an amount to 1.5 times the original principal amount of the loan. So basically, if you fuck them over, you know, and they catch it, so to speak, you can be liable up to 150% the amount of the loan that you got deposited. Again, I'm not really worried about that because the shit's gonna be for business expenses, and I keep good bookkeeping, so there again, that don't really bother me much either, you know. In addition, any false statement or misrepresentation to the Small Business Administration may result in criminal, civil, or administrative sanctions, fines, imprisonment, or both. So there's a lot of stipulations to it. You know, there really is. But if you go and finance a truck and you don't make the payments on the damn truck, well, guess what? Somebody's going to come get it, you know? I mean, I guess in a small way it's no different than any other damn loan, but in another way it is a little bit different because, like I said, the SBA can come and audit you. I believe it said within the first 3 years. I'm not going back and looking, but I believe it said within the first 3 years they can come and, you know, check your books out. So if you guys or girls get it, you cats and kittens, if y'all accept the offer and take the loan, I guess just, you know, keep good book records and use it for your business, you know. And if you don't, then I hope you don't get caught. And I figured I'd share that. I try to be pretty damn transparent on my YouTube channel. Y'all experienced the shitty times in my life, and you experienced the good ones. And this was a blessing to me. It really was. I've lost a few dollars in these last couple months with this bullshit going on. You know, I've deadheaded 2 or 3 times from the northeast clear back down south because there's either A, no freight, or B, shitty freight. And I just choose to do that. Yes, I choose to do that. You know, it is what it is. But I plan on using this strictly for business. And, you know, I keep good bookkeeping, in my opinion. So I decided to accept it and, you know, sign the paperwork on it. And honestly, I was surprised. I was surprised. I figured it wasn't going to come through. You know, I've heard so much shit about it from other YouTubers and whatnot, and I wasn't counting on it, not a bit. But it was a blessing, honestly. It was a blessing to me. So I'm glad it happened. So in the last 7 or 8 days, I've been, you know, because of Zoe, losing Zoe last Thursday, I've been literally down at the damn bottom. And today, like I say, that was a very nice surprise, logging into the bank account and seeing that. Holy shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, it was. So, I guess that's about all I wanted to yap about tonight. I'm fixing to catch me a little nap and get up about wee hours of the morning, dark 30, and start hauling ass south again. I hope y'all having a good weekend, or at least a good start to what's going to be a good weekend. And we'll catch you later. We're back quiet. Y'all stay safe.